Okay, here we go. Yo guys, it's Popcorn here. My new track, Wounds, is out now.
Yo guys, welcome back to NCS Arcade. Sam here as always. You might notice I've got a bit of a different background today. I'm in my actual home, not my London home, so that's why the background looks a bit different, but happy to be here. Today I'm joined with a very special guest, all the way from the other side of the world. Papa Khan's here. How's it going, bro?
What's up? I'm doing great.
Good. Thanks for joining me. And what time is it for you, by the way?
Thank you. It's 10 p.m. right now.
Oh, 10 p.m.
10 at night.
That's mad. Well, it's
Yeah.
like, what is it for me? It's 4 for me. So we're putting in,
Yeah.
well, you're putting in the late shift. I'm not quite doing that. All right, kicking it off. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how you actually got into music and where your passion for making things came from?
I think since I was a child, I've listened to so many kind of music, and I just got interested, and I just tried to like think about what kind of music I should make since I was a kid, and then I just found out about FL Studio. I think that's when I was like 12, I guess, and now I make music.
Let's talk about the track a little bit. Wounds, tell me about that. How did that come about?
I think I've wrote Wounds for like 1 year ago. I think the track it's just all about breakup with my ex, and it's just naturally came out of my mind. I want to write this kind of lyric, and then I just put it into like my type of style, and then I just record the vocal, and it happened. I think it's just about breaking up, and then relationship problem. That's all Wounds about.
How did the production come out of that? Aside from like the lyrics, your approach in the track, what was your process there?
I was trying to start something like kind of like melodic, but I'm not trying to make it like most melodic dubstep tracks out there. I want to add like some new sounds to it, like flute, like the lead, and then just like some popcorn type sounds.
Okay, now I don't know if it's different for you being the a complete opposite side of the world to me in terms of what I listen to and what I take in, but where do you get your inspiration from when it comes to music?
I've listened to a lot of Garrett, especially his album Visceral and some Bring Me the Horizon. They really inspire me to make like something that I'm making right now, and I took a lot of reference from them. So yeah, I think those two names are actually my biggest inspirations.
Awesome. Do you get inspiration from like the world around you and day to day, or is it more just from like listening and getting really into the sound?
Yeah, I think I can get any inspiration from random things, like just walking around gives me inspiration as well. Going out, it's so random, but yeah, that's my inspiration.
That's sick. Awesome. Yeah, so we touched on it earlier with Wounds being your first release on NCS. And I think it'd be great if the audience could get a little bit to know about how you actually connected with us, how you got to know NCS, I guess.
I think before I started producing, I already listened to some of the NCS releases, and I'm like, I think I want to be there one day, and I think it's one of my dreams come true, releasing a track in NCS. So yeah,
That's
thank you
awesome.
so much, guys.
Look at this. Making dreams come true. Amazing.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, dude. I asked this to a lot of artists that we speak to about sort of where their stories come from, and if they were to give advice to upcoming producers, like what would it be? So thinking about when you started out and how you got into it, if you could give one piece of advice to any upcoming producer, what would it be?
Don't be afraid to make weird tracks. That's it. That's all I want to say to producers. Like I think most producers are just trying to make something like make the exact same thing, like as probably hundreds of producers out there. But I think being different, that's how you stand out. That's how you're being you with your own track. So yeah, be different and yeah, make your own sounds, of course.
That's sick. I mean, I don't know for you, like you touched on the Papa Khan sound earlier, like was that something that when you started out and when you were that upcoming producer, you were like, I want to make my own lane, I want a specific sound? Was that like anything conscious, or that just sort of fell into it?
Yeah, I was there actually. There was a moment where I just think that I want to sound like this artist, I want to sound like that artist, I want to sound like this artist, and now I think I just combined all their styles so I can make one style that sounded like me.
Okay, so I always like to try and throw in some non-music questions to sort of get to know the artist behind the track a little bit more. Have you got a party trick that you do whenever you like with your friends or something, just a little trick that you can show off with?
Yeah, definitely. When I start speaking English, all my friends like, do this accent, do that accent. I'm like, okay.
Okay, we're gonna have to hear it. We're gonna have to hear it. Do you want me to give you a sentence?
Yeah,
to
sure.
say?
You can. Yeah, sure. You can throw me some sentence.
Okay, why don't you say? Yo guys, Papa Khan here. My new track Wounds is out now.
Okay, here we go. Yo guys, it's Popcorn here. My new track, Wounds, is out now.
Oh my god. Dude, that's actually really solid. That is really good.
Thank you.
That's very good. Oh man. Okay, moving on. Next question. So imagine you're you're singing in the shower tune, or you're walking down the road, got your headphones on, nobody knows what song you've got on. What's your guilty pleasure track?
I think there are some TikTok songs that I actually hate, but I ironically listen to. I just don't know the title is because I found it randomly on TikTok, but it just sounded cheesy. But I love it. It's catchy.
The thing is with the songs that go viral on there is like, as much as you want to just say it's a TikTok track, you'll find yourself an hour later just that one bit going round and round in your head.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a ear candy, and also it brings in my ear, so I can't resist.
All right, what are your aspirations for the coming years? Where do you see yourself going? What do you see yourself getting involved in?
I think my dreams and goals right now is just to tour around the world. That's been my dream since I was making music. You know, like meeting new people, connect with a lot of people, with a lot of friends, families. I think that's what matters to me because it makes me really happy, and I want to do more than that.
Yeah, music in front of a live audience is just, that hits different, man. It's different.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, I never actually had like audience that actually enjoys my music. I mean, I think years ago I do play like some shows, but it's not like a lot of people. It's just like 7 or maybe 13 people who dance. It's so sad.
That's still good though, man. They're the people that you always, when you're playing in front of that 100,000, you think about them people. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Now this can be either NCS artists or outside, whatever takes your fancy. Who would be your dream collaboration?
I really want to collab with Getter and Oliver Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon. Like, they're just like my biggest inspiration.
Okay, last question. So this has sort of just become the question that I use to round off these interviews, and I quite like it. I think it's a nice thing for artists to try and get their head around. So if you could sum your music up in one word, what would it be and why?
I think it's myself. My music is myself. I think that's what I would describe my music into.
That's perfect. I guess there's nothing more true than your sound being your own.
Yes, exactly. I just telling my stories through my music, and if people like it, and then it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a great feeling.
Awesome. Well, I think that about rounds it up. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
No worries. All right, as always, guys, socials for NCS Arcade and Papa Khan will be below, so make sure you go and check all of those out, as well as the new track Wounds, which by the time this video's up should be out, I reckon. So click the link below, and that'll take you to the track where you can stream it, save it, download it, all the rest. Thank you so much for joining me, bro. Really appreciate having you.
Thank you so much.
Peace, guys.